So yeah, we'll say Vin fully unlocked potential of being a Mistborn with ATM, like all the materials she needs.
A giant Koloss sword.
A giant Koloss sword versus Darrow. Welcome back to the Interesting Theory Podcast. I'm Aaron.
I'm Tanner.
And today we've got a fun game planned for y'all, or I guess planned for us.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, you got any reading updates?
Dude, no. Not at all.
Slow week?
I wouldn't even call it a slow week. It's been a no week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, life is a little busy right now, and so with everything going on, I just haven't been able to read. I started Bookshops in Bone Dust, and by started, I mean I read for like an hour, if that, and so I'm not that far. I'll probably get into it this week, so we'll see how it goes. What about for you?
I've got about 4 hours on the audiobook for Clockwork Princess, the third Infernal Devices book. I'm going through my Shadowhunter reread. It's been fun. I know I'm about to bawl my eyes out at the end of this. And the epilogue for this book is infamous for making people cry. So
I haven't read it yet, so
yeah. And then I'm about 20% left on Songs of the Dead. Gonna try to wrap that up this evening because it comes out at the time of recording this. It comes out in 2 days.
Oh.
So yeah, I really took my sweet time with this one. Like I said before, physical reading is just hard for me with my busy schedule. So
that's all right. So, no other reading updates for me. We were supposed to start the Cradle series.
Yeah.
That's getting kind of pushed. We have another book that we might read first for like just silliness and for Pride Month. Yeah. So we won't make any promises, or I won't say the book title until
I think
read it.
I really do actually want to get around to that one, but I do want to keep it a surprise until we release the video.
Yeah. So it'll be fun and way out of our norm.
Yeah.
So but yeah, that's kind of it. Do you want to explain what we're doing today? Because you kind of put this one together more than I did.
Yeah. So today we're doing, I don't know what you call it. I've just been calling it a fantasy fight. We're going to pit a few of our favorite fantasy characters together, or pit them against each other in like a Colosseum style battle. And we're gonna draw names out of a hat, and we argue who we think who would win. Once we pick a winner, we'll draw another name, and then just go from there. I've got about 16 different names. I wasn't sure how many we were going to need, how long we were going to go with this, but I try to stick with characters we both knew, but there is one that you've read that I haven't, and there's one that I've read that you haven't.
All right.
So it'll kind of be up to the two of us to explain their power set and their method of fighting and all that.
All right. Sounds cool.
Other than that, I've got the Gandalf hat to draw from. I'll let you draw first.
All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, fancy. Oh, right off the bat. Just like it's the one. Do you want to draw yours, or do you just want to
go ahead, say it out.
Harry Dresden.
Okay.
So it's like right off the bat.
That's the one that you've read that I haven't, and mine is Aelin Galathinius.
Oh.
All right, so
Aelin Ash River Galathinius.
The parameters I want to set for the fights is it's at the Colosseum. Okay. And from what I looked up, it's about 280 feet by 170 feet, roughly, the battlefield. They are at their prime, but they don't have any external forces. So for example, if let's say if we were to pick Darrow or something, he can't call an Iron Rain.
Yeah.
Right? It's got to be him in his prime, what weapons he would regularly have.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Well, Mr. Harry Dresden, I've read one book in the Dresden Files, and that was the first book, of course. He is a wizard for hire in, I believe, Chicago.
Yep.
And he has a staff. He has other elements. A lot of the wizardry in this world that I've read in book one is very what is it? You need components. So it is very like old school wizard, not like
Yeah.
warlock. They don't conjure as much as they craft their spells.
Yeah.
And it's very specific. You have to be
Yeah.
very specific
So
with
his
what you're
spells
doing.
aren't like just like casting bolts out of his staff or anything. It's very ritualistic
There's
and
very-
doing some specific things.
There is things like he does do things that aren't ritualistic, but for the most part, a lot of the big stuff that he did in book 1 was ritualistic.
Okay.
So it
So
takes
I guess we can't do Harry in his prime. We got to do book 1 Harry.
book 1 because that's what I know.
Yeah.
So, but does he get prep time?
We'll say everyone gets 30 minutes prep time.
Okay. So, in this fantasy world, everyone gets 30 minutes prep time.
Everyone gets dropped into the Coliseum. You're like, all right, you have 30 minutes prep, and then you're going to fight.
Okay. Dude, honestly, I think Aelin wins this
I
fight. And just for the fact that if we're talking Aelin in her prime, that means Aelin before end of book 7, when she still has her Fae powers.
Yeah.
Or all of her Fae powers, anyway. Right.
So she's just roasting him.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't think he has a shot. Now, we may revisit this. We may put like a little star asterisk once we've read the full series.
And this is kind of a video that I would like to do multiple of. And like, as we read more books later on in a few months, we come back and do this again. So we can definitely revisit some of these characters as we read more of them.
Yeah, so sorry to my friend James that Harry Dresden does not win this fight at this point in time, as far as I am into this book series, which isn't far. I'm assuming he gets more powerful.
Yeah.
He explains himself as a really powerful wizard, but nowhere in book 1 does he do just epic magic of epic proportions that you're just like, oh, dang.
Maybe in book 18.
Yeah. But, sorry,
right
Harry.
Now, Aelin Galathinius is our champion.
For the time being.
All right, Tanner, grab us another one.
God, I really don't want Aelin to go very far.
And to be fair, Tanner doesn't know he doesn't know any of the names that are on this list. So
yeah.
I threw a few goofs in there, too.
Yeah.
So, Aelin versus
Fitz Chivalry Farseer.
I still think Aelin's taking the cake on that one.
Fitz is he has Night Eyes in this scenario.
I would say prime. He at least gets his wit bond. Yeah,
so he's got Night Eyes. We also don't know. And this is based on the Farseer trilogy. We know he's in other books. The Tawny Man trilogy, right? Or whatever, right? So we know he shows up later.
Yeah, at least I think he does Tawny Man, and he's also in the Fitz and the Fool.
Yeah. So we just don't know how he expounds. But 20-ish-year-old Fitz.
No.
And he has a bond with his wolf, and that's it. He's not particularly skilled with weapons. Like, he's okay with an axe.
He's not skilled with, he's kind of skilled with the skill, but not great.
Yeah, like his skill,
his power is the wit.
Yeah, and even then it's very untrained. He falls into it. And when he is battling, he does do really well. The senses take over. But he's also
against normal men.
Yeah.
Not
half fae. Not a literal queen, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't like Aelin for the reasons that not because she is powerful, she does these things. She's very cocky in the first few books, I'm this all powerful fucking assassin, but just for the fact that she doesn't share her plans with her most trusted people.
Right.
That's it. And it makes me mad. But she is super powerful. She is super strong. And I'll give her that. So, all right. It's your turn to draw. I'm drawing trash over here.
Aelin versus Corban. From Faithful and Fallen.
Dude. That's so hard. Corban.
So I want to... Before we make our decision on this one, I want to say that I think if it would have been Corbin versus Fitz, Corbin would have been taking the cake.
Oh, all day,
Yeah.
every day. His wolf is so much cooler than Night Eyes is
Oh,
cool.
dude, I didn't even think of that. Night
Yeah.
Eyes versus oh my god, why am I forgetting her name?
Storm?
Storm, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
They don't have this like psychokinetic bond or anything, but they are bonded.
Yeah, they almost have one without actually having one.
Yeah, but she is a dire wolf.
Essentially. It's wolfkin, so it's like giant dire wolf, but they've got the protruding
canines.
Things. Yeah.
Whereas Night Eyes is a wolf.
Yeah.
Just a wolf, nothing fancy.
Wolf is dog walking Night Eyes.
Yeah. Storm is absolutely doing that. But God, let's talk about Corbin. What's he got going for him?
He's the bright star.
He is the bright star. He is extremely skilled in battle.
Mm-hmm.
Like on horseback with shield. He's got it. So does he get shield in this scenario?
Yeah, so I would say prime.
Yeah.
You know. The problem is you take away power sets away. I think Corbin could hold his own and probably take Aelin in a just straight up sword fight.
Oh yeah.
But because of their prime power, I don't think Corbin's making it out of that one. And I hate to say that because he's my boy.
He is my boy, my sweet summer child. Dang it, man! We need someone to dethrone Miss.
We've got a few powerful ones in there. I just didn't expect Aelin to get picked right out the gate.
Well, that's the problem. Is like Miss Mass, like her characters are so OP.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you mean this person can burn down the world? Essentially, not literally, but like she stopped a literal like tsunami for lack of a better term, the dammed up water, and turned it into all this. But here's the thing, we're talking she only has 30 minutes of prep time, which means we're not counting this. That's not a lot of time to delve into your power. When she was at her strongest, she had dived into her power for weeks and days.
You know what? That's a good point.
Because that was in Kingdom of Ash when she gets saved and like she's quiet, but she was diving into her power when she was still had the mask on, right? When she was being tortured, she was diving into her power. When she was freed of the mask, she was diving into her power. Weeks and weeks, right? We're not talking 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, so we need to maybe back up a little bit here.
I would still say the previous two she's fought.
Harry and Fitz, yes.
Because she is getting...
by the sword, she is better than both of them.
So if we think about... Okay.
She has 30 minutes to dive into her power. In her prime, that gives her some time, but she'd use it up pretty quick. Oh boy's on horse with Storm. He doesn't have any like extra power either.
Right.
So, but he is quick and he is strong. So we might get cooked for this, but I think I might go Corbin for that reason of she only gets 30 minutes.
I think Corbin can dodge some fire for a few minutes until she's worn out.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
Like he had some close calls on that, but
yeah. We're Corbin's winning.
All right.
We're taking Corbin. All right.
For that. All right.
My man.
Off on a technicality. We're going to get roasted.
I think anyone that's watching probably isn't a bigger Mass fan than Gwen fan.
Except our wives.
Yeah.
And
they'll roast us in the comments.
Yeah, my little sister. All right.
So Corbin versus
Resand.
Okay.
I hate to say this, I think Corbin's getting shredded.
I think so too.
He can't fly.
Yeah, he can't fly. Resand doesn't need to charge his power.
He doesn't. He can transform into a massive dragon beast thing.
Yeah. And like his the claws that like go into people's
his mind powers.
His mind powers.
I can't remember I know what they call it. I cannot pronounce it.
Yeah.
It starts with a D. But his essentially he can mind control people. He can dip into their thoughts, and you have to be properly trained on how to actively put up walls to deflect that. Corbin does not know how to do that.
Corbin does not know how to do that.
And like he's just human. He's only human. And Storm is a big dog, just a dog.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So I think Rhysand might take this one.
Yeah. I also think
he's also 500 years old and he's been training for battle since he was literally in human years Corbin's age.
Yeah.
He had to fight for everything, so I think Rhysand takes this one.
As much as I hate that, I think you're right. Now, I also want to preface that I only put no more than 2 characters per IP.
Okay.
Except I can't remember. I might have done 3 Cosmere characters.
Okay.
But they were like from different worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if I swapped out the 3rd one or not. But yeah, so that's all the mass characters we've got.
Okay.
So,
well, good, because
I figured Aelin and Rhysand were kind of the top, like the more powerful ones.
Yeah, like if you want to go into it and talk, like Hunt Athalar is pretty insanely strong. He is downplayed so hard once like Bryce becomes like this all powerful being.
Right.
He would rival Rhysand as if he didn't have.
I think I was about to say I think Rhysand just has the higher intellect.
Oh yeah.
To take down Hunt, but on power scale, they're both pretty close.
Yeah. So all right.
All right.
Rhysand is our current.
Did I draw or did you draw?
I draw.
Okay,
I drew.
Rhysand versus Carl. From Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Okay.
Now,
this is interesting.
Prime, so let's say the AI is within the Colosseum, so he has, we're talking Parade of Horribles Carl.
Yeah, they have, I'm assuming they have, what gives them their strength, which is the dungeon gives Carl his strength.
Now, I did want to specify with Carl, he does not have Donut with him.
Does not have Donut.
He is on his own.
On his own, which is fine, but at that point, what does Carl have at his disposal? He has
lots of explosives.
He has the doomsday scenario.
He is super strong.
Yeah. Ridiculously strong, really fast. And he doesn't have that many spells. He has a couple.
Mm-hmm.
He does have his shield spell, which we honestly didn't see at all in last book, surprisingly. He spammed that in book 3 a lot. But so this one's tough because how do you measure that? He is durable. He does heal, but it takes a few for the healing to start to kick in. He potentially has potions of healing at all times.
Yeah.
You assume.
But don't those, and I may be remembering it wrong, but don't those also take heal over time? They don't instantly.
Yeah, it is dot for healing. But dang.
I think Carl's gonna make a big show out of it, but ultimately I still think Rhysand might take him.
Yeah, I think so too. It would,
and it's really hard to make that decision just because we don't really know the power scaling between the two worlds.
Yeah,
yes, we hear how powerful Rhysand is, but if you put him on a, let's say, Cosmere planet or something, does that equal to the same kind of energy or whatever? So, but if you look at it for what it's written as, Carl's a guy that's strong, fast, and has bombs. Like you said, Rhysand, he's got the mind control. He can fly. He's got the shadow powers. He can turn it to the beast.
And he's he has 500 years of battle under his belt.
Right.
He is, like you said, incredibly intellectual. I think Rhysand wins.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Not unfortunately. I really like Rhysand. Carl's my boy too, but I just don't think he's up to snuff for that one.
Agreed. Okay, so Rhysand is still the winner. Get us a new competitor.
Oh, I really hope that there's someone in here. Darrow. from Red Rising.
Okay.
So Darrow in
Darrow
his
in his
prime.
prime.
Where is he in his prime? I think Darrow in his prime is not books 4, 5, and 6.
It's somewhere in between in that time gap.
It is in between Morning Star and Dark Age.
Because I think in Iron Age he's 33.
Mm-hmm.
So like knees and back are kind of hurting a little bit from all the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, somewhere we can see what we've seen what he can do in book 3 and see what he can do in 4 through 6. So we'll just say somewhere in between there, he's kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
But again,
he can't call an Iron Rain, but he does have his dang near impenetrable metal suit. I don't remember what they call him, but he has his like grav boots so he can fly.
Yeah.
He has his sling blade, which can turn into a whip. It can turn into a sword. All of these other things. And like, I think Darrow might win this.
Really?
He is extremely intelligent. He has like
golds are pretty durable.
Golds are extremely durable, and he's engineered to be almost more durable than the average gold.
Yeah.
Like of the pedigree golds, he is more like durable than like Victra and well not Severo because Severo couldn't afford it, but like than Cassius too.
Yeah.
Like he is just more durable because he was like created by what's his face. I think Darrow wins purely for the fact that it's like Rhysand can be cut.
True.
And he is fast. He can technically like teleport, but he does have his limits, as does Darrow. But I think that is my take on it. What are your thoughts there?
So I would have said Rhys at first, but you did make a good point about like he is extremely hard to just cut.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think, even though they're like magical fairy claws or whatever, I don't think he's cutting into his armor.
Yeah.
He'd have to like beat the shit out of him, just brute force to break it open.
Yeah, constantly.
Like get his helmet off and then cut his head off or some shit. So.
And like Rhys can winnow and teleporting for people who may not know. But like that'll only help you so far. Like Darrow was fast. Like imperceivably fast. They talk about it often. Like when they're fighting, it's just almost you can't see what's happening. He beat Lorne. Like he's beaten everybody. Cassius was thought to be one of the best, and he just dog walked Cassius.
Yeah, honestly, for the sake of the video, let's just say Darrow wins this one.
I'm thinking Darrow.
Darrow Lycos.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
All right. Your turn.
Is it? All right.
Yep.
All right. Darrow versus Vin from Mistborn.
Oh, dude, that's tough. So we are assuming that Vin has access to, God, what is it? ATM.
Yeah.
Right? Because that is Prime Vin.
So here's the thing with Prime Vin. Are we saying Prime Vin? And obviously, I mean, we've been talking about the books all the time. Spoilers for everything we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that before some Cosmere fan comes in the comments and is like, dude, what the hell?
Mistborn's been out for 20 years.
Yeah. Are we talking Prime Vin before she gets the
Before she
shards?
ascends?
Before she ascends.
I don't know, because that's not Prime Vin to me. She struggled to use the shard's power.
That's fair.
Struggled.
That's fair.
To use the shard's power. No matter what she did, she could not fight against Ruin. Ruin every turn was like, dude, what are you doing? You have no idea how to use this power.
Right.
I won't give the big spoiler, of Hero of Ages, but no, Vin couldn't handle it. I
You,
think
you got a good point on that one. So yeah, we'll say Vin fully unlocked potential of being a Mistborn with ATM, like all the materials she needs.
a giant Koloss sword.
A giant Koloss sword versus Darrow.
Versus Darrow. Now she is fast. It is metal, so she can move him. She can control his sling blade, right? If we're assuming that it's metal, there isn't any metal in there that they cannot mess with, right?
I think isn't like aluminum the only thing they can't really.
Oh, that's right, because in Era 2 everything's made out of aluminum bullets because they cannot mess with it, right? So
like aluminum is the one metal in the entire Cosmere that just kind of like messes with shit.
Yeah. So, but I don't think they're.
But it's probably steel blade. You know, I don't remember like what metal they used.
Aluminum wouldn't survive in space,
right?
The way that they're using it with iron rains and whatnot, its melting point is very low.
Yeah. So, I mean, just for the sheer fact that she could like steel push an iron pull, or I might have said that backwards, but I think she's kind of just like slapping him around a bit.
Yeah, give her a pewter and like. She pewter dragged for a long time, like a year, more than a year, something like that. You give her pewter, she's just strong, and can be as strong as she needs to be for the most part. ATM gives her that ability to read what he's about to do, which can significantly help, and then he does not also have that advantage, right?
I think Vin might get the upper hand in this one.
I think Vin might get the upper hand in this one because like she can also fuel she can soothe and riot as well, so she can riot his emotions and just get him to just go ballistic, or soothe him a little bit to try to get him to like maybe not be as like on edge. I feel like we're missing something too. I think she has the advantage overall.
Yeah. I do think there is a scenario where Darrow could come out on top. But if you just look at the stats alone, as far as power set and everything, I think Vin's got the upper hand.
Darrow has the more like, he is more thoughtful and more like built for fighting.
More military training.
Yeah. But Vin and just her power alone, all day.
Yeah.
Like, and if we're talking, no, because Koloss can't come, right? Because he can't call an Iron Rain. She can't bring the Koloss.
Yeah, she can't bring Koloss. The only thing, we allowed like the animal companions earlier, except for Carl. But as far as calling in backup, no.
Yeah. So, yeah, Vin takes it.
All right. And now we've got Vin versus.
Is that just one? That is just one.
Yeah.
Call Hilo.
Hilo
Showdown. Dang, because Jade kind of gives some similar abilities. They talk about other than like the manipulation of like steel push and iron pull. I think you are right there. They can deflect. They are extremely fast. They can like send their power into you and explode your heart.
Yeah.
They can heal. Depending on how well you are, Hilo couldn't as well. But
I think I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Vince still takes this one on the sole fact that if she's got ATM, she's seeing his moves coming.
ATM's kind of beast. It burns quick, though.
It does burn quick, but I do think that because even though they get it from different sources, their power sets are very similar, minus the actual like metal manipulation. But I think the fact that she's got kind of that, future sense, she can see some of his moves coming and take the killing blow.
He has perception. Like, she may be able to see the possible outcomes of what he's doing, but he can perceive her movements as she's also doing them. So, like, there is this, like, that's what saved, like, Hilo and Shay a lot based on their perception of what was about to happen. The perception when the building was about to explode and Hilo's like, oh, I got to get out of here, or like something's happening. All of like, the perception, and he's extremely like good at the perception side of things. There was that one, and this isn't Hilo, but that one who could perceive so well, it was almost like he was reading your mind. He was the weatherman of Aitmata.
Yeah.
So,
dang,
we're kind of adding
dude, when I wrote his name down, I did not think that he was gonna like I knew he was a good fighter, but I wasn't expecting him to like go toe to toe with some of these.
Because like in his right, he survived decades as Pillar for a reason. He was what do they call him? The hand, not the hand.
Oh, the fit. No, because there was it the fist.
You got your fingers, and then the fists control the fingers, and then you had the top like streets guy, whatever what he was before he was the Pillar. I'm pretty sure it's
the horn.
The horn. He was the horn of K-Con, right? Yeah. Or of the No Peak clan.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I could see this fight going either way. So I'm just gonna defer to your decision.
Dang. I agree with ATM and Vin. It burns quickly. His jade does not have a limit. He has a limit, but we've seen that to be a very long limit too, longer than what ATM can burn.
So you think he's gonna perceive longer than she can future sense with ATM?
I think he can hold out longer than ATM can last.
And that's another thing where it's like we don't know how the power scaling affects in both of the like. Okay, Jade gives them extra strength, but
Jade gives them steel. Like they steel themselves as well, so like it makes them more durable.
Yeah, but is it to the same level that Pewter gives Vin strength? Like his Vin is literally picking up this massive Koloss sword as like a 5'4", very thin woman. And, picking up something that, like, the strongest man in the world can't pick up and just fling it around. Is Hilo doing the same with his jade strength?
That's true.
Like, for that, even if they go hand to hand, is she just punching him so hard that it's, like, he can't take it?
That's tough, man.
And that's where the power scaling issue comes in with this.
That is tough. I want to say Hilo so bad just to see what stacks up against Hilo, but I think Vin takes it.
I agree. I think Vin's got this one.
Yeah. Like Hilo's got a lot. Like this fight would be longer than we expect.
Oh, it would be an amazing fight to watch.
Yeah, but I think Hilo goes down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So Vin it is.
All right.
Dang,
Vin versus mine. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this might be another easy one.
Okay.
Because we've kind of already had this argument once before.
Yeah.
Vin versus Cassius Albolona.
Oh, yeah, it goes to Vin.
It goes to Vin.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
That's too easy.
If Darrow can defeat Cassius, Cassius loses to Vin.
So,
too.
All right.
Sorry, Cassius.
Yeah.
Your honor remains.
Yeah. I put him in there hoping that we'd get like a Darrow Cassius situation and then could have an argument, but...
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so Vin versus...
Kaladin.
Kaladin
Stormblessed. I think this is a no-brainer.
I do too.
Because if we're talking... And I don't even want to get like... End of Wind and Truth Kaladin. Like, I'm talking, because, like,
I want at least...
Major spoiler alert for Wind and Truth.
Yeah.
Right here, at this moment. Kaladin ascends. He becomes a herald.
Yeah.
Right? If we're talking Herald Kaladin...
That's a no-brainer. So let's... Just for that argument alone, let's bring it down to post Rhythm of War.
Mm-hmm.
Full
full shard plate.
Full shard plate. Full at everything. He's all but he's taken what? It's every ideal but the final one at that point.
Because like this final one is at the very end.
Yeah.
So
he's one of the strongest Knights Radiant.
Yeah, he can fly.
Yeah.
He has Syl. She is not metal.
No.
She is energy. His plate is energy.
Yeah.
So Vin has no push pull against him.
Yeah.
He can fly. He can lash Vin, and she has absolutely no control over that.
All she could do is, let's say if he lashed her to where her gravity just went straight up, she could use, like, if there is metal somewhere, she could pull to it just to hold herself. But I think her metal reserve is gonna wear out faster than his Stormlight.
Yeah. Especially if we're talking like, because how many ideals are there? There's 4 ideals.
There's 5 total, but he's taken the 4th.
So we're on 4th ideal, and at this point, he can hold Stormlight for hours.
Yeah,
hours. He can heal at an incredible rate, almost instantly. It's a no-brainer. It's Kaladin all day.
Yeah, and even if she got a sort of gash on his armor, it's just fusing back together because of Stormlight.
Yeah, unfortunately. It is not unfortunately, but unfortunately for Vin.
Unfortunately for Vin, but I would vote for my boy all day, every day.
Yeah. Now,
even if I knew he didn't have a chance, I'd still be trying to fight for him.
Yeah. We can make some compelling arguments, but sad boy Kaladin takes the cake on this.
Now, we'll say this. Book 1 Kaladin, first ideal Kaladin.
So book 2 Words of Radiance.
Yes, I would say there's a bigger argument for Vin winning that one.
Oh, for sure.
Because at that point, he's really only got lashing.
Well, and he's fighting himself on that, too. He's not good at it. Barely can do anything. He can spear like the best of them. But like...
And I would say if you lower down to where Vin is still learning the Mistborn abilities, like they're both in that kind of era of learning and dealing with becoming powerful, I still think Vin's got that fight. But at their highest power set, Kaladin, because I think the power scaling just gives the edge to him.
We're taking Kaladin out of Herald territory just for that fight to even be remotely fair, and it still wasn't fair. Like, we don't even know what Herald Kaladin is capable yet,
right?
But he is ascended. He has taken all 5 ideals, and he's become a herald.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
who's going against
Kaladin? Stormblessed
against Dalinar
versus. Okay, I was worried about this one.
Oh, no.
So this is the one that I've read that you haven't.
Okay.
Gabriel de Leon. From Empire of the Vampire.
Empire of the Vampire.
I wish Gabriel had a better chance. I think versus Prime Kaladin, he's not winning. It'd be a fun fight.
And this is just from knowledge of like vampires and vampires things. They are strong.
So, and here's the thing. Gabriel is not full vampire.
Okay.
He is what's called a pale blood.
So he's Daywalker.
He's half, yeah. He has, he's got a magical sentient sword. He has sanguimancy, which means he can
control people's blood.
Essentially, yeah. With vampires, there's other things he can do if they come in contact with them, but Calvin's not a vampire. He's got some really cool, like, and he is super strong, super fast, and he's what's known as a Silver Saint, which is like a vampire hunter, so he's very talented with a blade, but it's just no contest.
Without reading the books, like, we're talking vampires are a level above humans, right? In terms of what they can and can't do.
I would think there would be a more interesting fight if you threw him against the Fae from the Massverse. But at this point, I almost feel like it's unfair that I put Kaladin on this list. I'm trying to remember who else. There's a couple on there that might take it, but unfortunately, I think Kaladin's just a little too powerful
Yeah.
to be dealt with.
Yeah. I mean, you could have said like Oathbringer Kaladin or something.
I could have, but I don't know. I said prime of all the characters, so I didn't want to backtrack too much.
Yeah.
So we already took him down from Harold.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Kaladin versus.
Ain't got that many names left in here.
No.
Oh, this hurts my heart. Orca.
Ooh. I should have just kept Kaladin's name out of the list and then just dropped it in at the very end, so all these other fights could have happened.
I mean, we can call an audible, and we can pull someone to go against Orca here, because I don't think there's anybody in that hat unless you have Dalinar, which I'm thinking you either have Dalinar or Adolin in there, one of those two. Dalinar doesn't hold a torch to Kaladin.
Mm-hmm.
Adolin maybe at the end of Wind and Truth. Maybe at the end of Wind and Truth.
I think the only one that could would be Dalinar, but I did not put Dalinar on the list.
Okay, so there's another.
So, okay, we can do this. Let's pull Kaladin to the side as our reigning champion, right?
Yeah.
And
he's getting a bye to the top.
He's getting a bye to the top, and then we'll just keep pulling from the list. And then at the very end, we'll put whoever's winning that with Kaladin and see.
Yeah.
So we have Orca versus Gandalf the Grey.
Oh, I think Orca dog walks Gandalf all day long, dude. Gandalf is super awesome. You don't get to see...
But he's a servant of the secret fire.
He did destroy the Balrog in a literal, like, fight on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Man, but I think...
The thing is, though, I would argue that fighting Orca would be harder than fighting a Balrog.
I think so,
Gandalf's
too.
state, because Balrog's big. There's a lot of area you can attack. He's not insanely fast, but, you know, he's got brute strength. Orca, she's fast. She's agile. She's got the blood-sworn ability.
Ruthless.
She will rend him to shreds.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want to see my boy hurt, I think Orca's got him.
Yeah. I think Orca's dog walking Gandalf all day. Unfortunately, I love Gandalf, but Orca's got it.
Yeah.
I don't think they hold the torch. Like, in the movie specifically, you do not get to see how potentially strong Gandalf is.
Right. And Gandalf the Grey isn't even his most powerful.
No.
So, all right. Orca wins.
Yeah.
All right. Get us another one.
All right. So we've got Orca against...
Please.
Oh, dude. I don't even know why. I know why you put this in here, but Rocky
Oh.
Project Hail Mary. No. Dude.
Yeah, I put him in there. For
Rocky can't survive outside of his atmosphere. And you have, if he's in his little ball, then, like, no, Orca's crushing him. It won't even, not even a little bit. Not even a little
honestly
bit.
is probably, like, the best outcome for having Rocky on the list. I was like, we've got too many of these, like, powerful people on this list. Let's grab someone else. I'm like, dude, Rocky would be a great addition to the list.
Yeah, no, sorry, Rocky. Yeah, I love you to death.
Even with 30 minutes of prep time.
Yeah, no.
Orca's getting through whatever barrier he's creating.
Yeah, the Xenonite is not strong enough.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Is that the last one?
No, there's certainly more in there.
I only made 16. And we've gone through quite a bit. That's the last one. Yeah. So I put this one in there. After I put Gandalf in there, I put this one in there kind of as a joke. Because I was hoping they would go against each other. But it's Gandalf the White.
Gandalf the White. Oh, I mean,
he's a bit more powerful, but
we still don't know, though.
We still don't know the full extent.
We don't know what he can do. Like, he's very mysterious. That's all he's got going for him. Like, he can fight for sure. Like, he takes on orcs. He takes on all these things. He takes on just, like, normal people. But, like, on a 1v1?
See, I don't know, because, like, when Aragorn Legolas and Gimli first found him, he disarmed them within a few seconds.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And Aragorn is a fighter, and he's been around for, at that point, almost 90 years. Legolas is one of the most badass elves in the realm, excluding Galadriel. He is. No one even knows how old he really is because he's the son of one of the oldest elves on Middle Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gimli is Gimli, my sweet summer child.
Just a short stack of pure rage.
Yeah. Man, you are right. I think this one would go to Gandalf the White. I think so. Orca is strong, but if like he disarmed them and they were like they had a moment of prep.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Unfortunately, I think Orca takes a lot of these people that they didn't get to. But her magical abilities only are physical.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't give her.
It's enhanced senses, strength, speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is very intelligent in her thought cage. I think Gandalf the White.
So we now come down to the championship. Gandalf the White versus Kaladin Stormblessed of the Fourth Ideal.
Kaladin.
I still think Kaladin.
Yeah, all day. I think it's Kaladin. And Gandalf can't fly. Not that we know of.
And we're not allowing him to call the Eagles.
Nope. And they probably won't come anyway.
Yeah, they're like, what?
Yeah, no. I think Kaladin takes it. I think Kaladin literally defeats everybody on that list.
Yeah. I feel kind of bad for putting him on the list anyway, but...
Maybe Dalinar would have been... I think Adolin would have been the better choice for most of the characters here.
Yeah, because not too OP. I probably should have added, like, Aragorn But, like I said, this is a type of video that I want to do multiple of eventually.
And that's not even scratching the surface of, most of the, like, worlds that we're in. We could go strictly, like, just Cosmere, and it would be insane.
Yeah. For a joke, I almost threw Six of the Dusk on there. But I was like, no... He's just a man with birds. They'll destroy him.
He can always see the outcome of like what is about to happen, how he is gonna die, and it pulls him back and rethinks it. So he does have that, but there's not much he could do.
He's not really a fighter. Like I imagine with the type of man he is, he could probably hold his own in a barroom brawl.
Dude, he'd kick my ass.
Yeah.
But
he's just a man.
Yeah.
But
all right.
So that's Fantasy Fight.
Fantasy Fight. Get in the comments if we were wrong.
Give us suggestions of who you think, would be able to go up against Kaladin, or just people you want to see in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do this again after a while. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you the next one.
All right. We'll see you.